One of the questions that I hear most often from home sellers is whether they should professionally stage their home in order to sell it. And today I'm answering that question. I'll cover when professional staging makes sense, when it doesn't, how much you can expect to pay for staging. Plus, I'm going to share a recent staging success story. So, if you want to net the most amount of money for the sale of your home without overspending to do so, make sure to watch until the very end because we're going to hear a professional stager's perspective. The truth is, professional staging isn't a one size fits all. It's really a case by case decision. The key is to analyze the neighborhood and the market. Here's when it could make sense to professionally stage your home. If you have a completely vacant home, it makes sense to professionally stage it. It's going to make that home feel warm and inviting. If you have a very small home, I would say anything under 900 square feet, you should consider staging. Even though it feels counterintuitive, staging is going to help that home look and feel bigger. Conversely, if you have a very large home, staging prevents those spaces from feeling cold or empty. If you have a home without high end finishes, professional staging can elevate the look and feel. I'm Melissa Urena. I'm a Long Beach local and a SoCal realtor. I help home sellers like you upgrade, downsize, or relocate to a place that truly feels like home. Make sure to like and subscribe to get more content like this. Here's where you can skip professional staging. If you're selling as is, all cash, or have a major fixer upper or updates just are not expected from the buyer, skip the staging. If you're still living in your home, don't bring in a professional staging company. As a matter of fact, many professional stagers won't stage when folks are still living in the home. But that doesn't mean that you can't do things on your own to spruce up your space. Here's what I recommend you do on your own. Start with a fresh coat of neutral paint throughout the home, declutter and depersonalize. Consider brand new bedding to make it look fresh and crisp. Have the matching pillows with the bedding, and then go throughout the home and add pops of color. You can do so with throws, pillows, candles, plants, and strategic paintings on the wall. If you have questions so far about these recommendations, or there's a room that you're not sure what to do or how to stage on your own, drop your questions in the comments and I'll help. Finally, if no other homes in your area are professionally staged, staging just may not give you an edge. Sure, it looks great, but can you sell without it? Or can you sell by sprucing up your own space? That's the critical question. If no other homes in your area were professionally staged and they sold anyway, that's something to consider. I recently sold a home in Carson, California, where staging absolutely made sense. And I brought in a professional stager. Let's take a look at some before and after photos while I explain why I recommended staging for this particular home.
When I first took this listing, we had some challenges. The first was it was tenant occupied, which meant that there was some clutter that we had to deal with. Secondly, all the color palette in the home had cool undertones. So the colors on the wall had cool undertones, the flooring had cool undertones. A lot of the furniture and decor were gray and cool. So it made the home look very flat, one dimensional, and frankly, a little cold and uninviting. The other challenge I had with this home is it was a four-bedroom, two bath, about 1,800 square feet. And when I looked at comparables in the neighborhood, the other homes that were also offering four bedrooms, two bath were 2,100, 2,300 square feet plus. So I knew that when a homeowner, I'm sorry, when a future home buyer came to look at this home, they were going to feel that lack of square footage. So I wanted to make sure that we did as much as possible to really make it feel open and as big as possible.
I had the opportunity to speak to the stager, Marissa, and ask some of the questions I hear most often from home sellers. Let's see what she had to say.
Hi, my name is Marissa Haro. I'm co founder of Stage Designs. We're a home staging studio based in Southern California.
Marissa, are there any scenarios where a homeowner should or should not stage?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say if the home is vacant, go for the staging. It really does help buyers envision themselves in the property. Cases, I would say maybe not staging if your house is already fully furnished. Sometimes people have designers already. It's not really necessary. In those cases, I would say maybe having the realtor come in and declutter and just kind of make it look good for photos because it's already full of furniture.
What's the biggest misconception about staging?
The biggest misconception about staging is that it's just for luxury listings and that it's expensive. We list all kinds of properties, and we really want the buyer to see themselves in the house and be able to envision themselves living there. So we stage specifically for the home's demographic that we think the buyer is going to be.
How much does staging typically cost?
So our minimum cost is 3,500 to start, but we've actually broke it down into a way that you can pick different packages based on your needs, on your client's needs, and their budget. So if there's some room that you really want to highlight, we can just do those rooms. If they're on a budget, we could just do those rooms. If it's a new build and you want to make it look stunning, we can do all the rooms. So for us, we break it down. It's really clear and transparent on our website so we can fit your needs and your client's needs.
Many companies like Marissa's offer partial staging, and that can run you anywhere between $3,500 to $4,000. For full staging, it really depends on the size of the home, but you can count on anywhere between $5,000 to $7,000 for a typical home in Long Beach and surrounding area. It's going to be about 3 bedroom, 2 bathrooms, 1,500 to 1,800 square feet. Bigger homes or homes that have luxury staging needs can be significantly more. The bottom line is staging can absolutely help, but it's not always necessary. The smart move is to work with a realtor who's going to look at the return on investment for your specific home. Is the $5,000 to $10,000 that you're going to spend on staging going to net you more at closing? Or would your home have sold just as well without it? That's the key question. If you're thinking of selling your Long Beach home and want to talk strategy, staging included, reach out to me. I'll walk you through what makes sense for your home and your goals. You'll find my contact information in the link below, or you can download a free seller's guide to get started.